Yeah, it's a show about nothing. We're not keeping that in the cut, just so you know. I call it 20-somethings. Yeah. I said it's 20-something, all day, listening all day. Do you hear me? No way. And I call it 20-somethings in the hallway. I'm just trying to ball, pass it all to me all day. Cause it's 20-somethings, a show about nothing. I don't even know what I'm saying, gotta be something. It's 20-somethings, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to 20SomethingsTV. I'm Danielle Farrow.
I'm Jack Geronimo.
I'm Chris Anderson.
I'm Alex Geronimo.
And today our special guest is alumni of University of Rhode Island, Ashton Avila.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So recently, Aaron Hernandez, a former New England Patriots star, was found dead in his prison cell, presumably having committed suicide, while serving a life sentence for murdering Odin Lloyd in 2013. His brain will be turned over to a university to be studied for chronic traumatic encephalopathy, which is a injury-caused disability in your brain, which a lot of people think is the reason a lot of football players end up killing people or injuring people or doing a lot of things they normally wouldn't do.
Like that movie Concussion with Will Smith, I think.
Yeah,
correct?
like that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it was.
So, well, we're probably going to be talking about the same thing, but a lot of people are concerned with the facts, but I like to concern myself with the conspiracies.
Here we go.
Well, it's not as much conspiracies as it is like a lot of people are coming out with like information about Aaron Hernandez and his death and like his motivations and his like.
Not confirmed, but it's fun to play around with the ideas.
Well, it's just that there's a lot on the table right now, and mostly none of it has been confirmed. But there's a lot of speculations about the case, like why he killed himself, why he actually killed the person that he killed, and like there's just so many layers to it.
Why do you think he killed him?
Well, I mean,
I heard that it was because he like disrespected him in the club. He spilled a drink on him, and then he like disrespected him, and then he went and like popped him.
That would be a very stupid reason to kill a person.
I'm
pretty
pretty sure that's like what it was.
See, at first I heard it was gang violence, but I
heard the whole thing that the reason he killed himself was that because he was doing like a retrial in the state of Massachusetts. If you die while you're on retrial in the state of Massachusetts, you technically die an innocent man. And because he died an innocent man, he didn't violate the contract that he had with the Patriots, meaning that they still had to pay his family his contract. And I'm pretty sure all the money went to his daughter. So that's like, I mean, not confirmed, but like that's one of the bigger.
That's why I'd kill myself.
I was gonna say that's actually like from a father's standpoint, that's a pretty logical way to crow.
So like, why did he kill
the
other guy? Like, what was the reason for that? And I mean,
are you talking about the guy in like 2015 or something?
Yeah,
2013, whatever.
The reason he landed
I thought
in jail.
that was the thing. Like he was in the club or something, and the dude like spilled a drink on him, and he went there with his buddy and like popped him.
He apparently isn't that much of a stranger to this guy because he was. This man was married to his fiance's sister. So
see, that I didn't know.
Fun fact.
That
makes a whole twisted story.
Just makes it even more like weird.
All right, let's talk about this flying car. I'm like pretty excited about the flying car.
You're pretty excited about the flying car.
See, I'm not excited about the flying car. Well, I'll let you talk about it first.
They need to know what the flying car is.
Okay.
So Aeromobile, a Slovakian company, has unveiled a light-framed car with wings with a hybrid engine, which will be available for pre-order, but may not be able to everyone be able to afford it due to being about $1.3 million to $1.6 million.
I think everyone can afford that. You don't think so, Daniel?
How much money do you have?
Oh, $8 million annually.
You make $8 million a year,
actually. I have a small one.
On a
you
level
also
of
need a pilot license though.
Yeah, but those are easy to get.
I feel like it's just a flying car is just an airplane. Like,
but with wheels on it.
No, but
why would you need?
Like
and airplanes do have wheels, but also like, why would you need the wheels?
I just don't.
I feel like it would be so cool. It's just be like if you're on I-95 and it says traffic a mile ahead, you're just like no, and then you fly over it.
Yeah, I just don't see this like from a realistic standpoint being very practical or like available in the near future. Like the idea of a personal flying car. Like really think about it. Like realistically, how close are they actually to like a real model that like really works? That's practical. But think about practicality. It's like
probably not that close.
Who wants a flying car. I'm sure everybody wants a flying car, but who realistically can have a flying car? And I know we talked about the fact that it's like, oh, well, when things like the Prius came out or when things like Tesla came out, it's like in their first draft, they were really expensive, but now they're more accessible to everyone. But I think
computers were the same way.
No, I understand,
but
I
they
think
said
that
the computers were like, is everybody really going to have their own computer?
I just think that the flying car we're not ready for it yet. We don't have automatic driving cars. Like we do, but they're not even practical yet. So the fact that somebody wants to create like a flying car, do you know how much power it's going to take to power a flying car?
It's just too many steps in a direction that we're not.
How would we even control air? How would we even control it in the air though?
Yeah, and
there's something
that's
else
another thing.
that you
now have to deploy a totally new system. You have to revamp a system that we already have of now air traffic control for just everybody.
Are we still going to use traffic lights?
I don't know. See, these are all just.
There's always going to be roads. Like I feel like there's always going to be roads.
Now, see, I would disagree with that. I won't say always, because maybe 1,000 years from now, all the cars are flying, and then you've got like the Star Wars.
But a road is just from point A to point B. You need some way to get there. You know, whether it's bikes, cars, trains, whatever.
There's going to be like floating guidelines, like.
Okay, see now we're getting like Avatar.
or like in those video games where you have to like fly through rings, like you have to follow that.
No.
Right?
And then technically, if you're going back to the future, you don't need roads.
Yeah, it's just like, there's just too much with this. You can't just hand the people flying cars and say, okay.
Yeah, you can.
Fly. It's not gonna work.
Well, yeah,
I would love
someone
to hand me that car.
I just think it's such a stupid idea at this point. Like as you were saying, like it's so cool. Like I would love to be flying in my own little car, but it's terrifying.
Just realistically, it's.
But think about like if you had millions of dollars and you had nothing that like you spent it on, and some dude's like, listen, I have a flying car. You can buy a Bentley and a Lamborghini, but you can't take off from that. This is the new thing. Like a couple years ago, it was that little submarine jet ski thing. Have you guys seen those?
Those are so
okay,
cool.
those are really cool.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. When people have a lot of money like that, like they're always looking for a new thing to put R&D into and to have fun. Like when you have so much money where anything is possible, you want to do whatever is possible.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not against like everybody having flying cars. It's just got to work better than what we have right now. Like that's the thing.
I agree. Next topic. We're getting yelled at.
So would you rather work at your dream job but get paid very little, or would you rather work at a job you hate or really, really, really dislike, where you get paid a lot, health benefits, and you can make a really nice living off it, but then you're allowed to quit after 3 years?
Okay.
Which would you rather have?
Are we going in order here?
You can go first, yeah.
Well, I would take the dream job, definitely.
What is your dream job?
My dream job would be probably a huge movie director, because it would just be awesome. And I don't care if I didn't get paid, because I would just be making sick movies.
I think the studio's going to like you then, if you don't care about what you get paid.
That's also true. More money for everybody else.
Right.
What a nice guy.
No, I agree with that. If you're doing what you like, money's not the most important thing. What do you think?
I would say dream job, except for if you work the 3 years and then you quit, do you get to use that money to fund your dream job?
Sure.
Ooh, that's a pretty good idea.
So then that way, if you work for 3 years and then you get to fund all your movies.
3 years is
Which I hate to tell you,
time.
you're not
It
going
is
to
a
be
very long time.
huge director off the bat. You're probably going to work more than, way more than 3 years.
Because you're going to be getting coffee for people for those 3 years anyways.
Right.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. It's the dream job. Like reality. Oh,
like you would get it automatically.
Yeah, reality is not
So then,
a thing here. It's like you just.
I would
you're
do
in.
dream
Oh,
job.
I would
What's
take
your
the
dream
dream
job?
job.
Writer director.
What about you,
Definitely
Chris?
on the writer side. I like writing and directing, but I'd like to, like you said, write and then direct what I've written. It's like really bringing your idea to everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
What about you guys?
Oh, dream job. I would take the dream job.
Yeah, but what is it?
Oh, making really, really awesome commercials. Just like being the big guy in charge.
Really? Like Mad Men? Like Donald Draper?
I've never seen Mad Men, but sure.
Dude, it's the ad agency in the 1950s.
That doesn't. No, I haven't seen Mad Men.
You haven't seen Mad Men.
Okay. No, I'm sorry.
Nah, isn't it Mad Men? They're like more of like posters and like magazines.
It's an
Ad
advertising
campaigns.
agency.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I want to
So,
make
like,
like
slogans
commercials.
and-
No, like strictly
Have you seen it?
awesome
Yeah.
commercials.
Thank you.
I've seen.
So
the
it'd be
first
like
season.
slogans and
Yeah.
things like that.
That's
It's
what I would do.
like working creative.
What
for
would
those
be
big companies like Coca-Cola.
what would be your least favorite job for all the money?
Oh, anything mindless. Anything where I just do the same thing over and over and over again. It would just drive me insane. I can't do it.
Yeah. Anything, probably retail. Like if I had to like work at a cash register and deal with really annoying people. See, I'd probably get fired though, because I would just I get a little angry.
My first job was shoveling horse poop. I would walk around the thing, the not the pen, but the fence thing, and I would have a wheelbarrow, and I'd fill it up, and one wheelbarrow was $5. So if I could be out there for like 4 hours, do 2 giant wheelbarrows, and get $10 for it. That was a pretty crappy job.
Literally?
I wouldn't want to do that.
Wow.
Thank you very much, by the way, Mrs. Cook. I really appreciate the first job. It was good when I was 16 and needed money for slushies, but it wouldn't be a career.
Definitely not. Unless you're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm also afraid of horses now. So.
Danielle, what was your dream job?
My dream job?
Yes.
I'm a very indecisive person. So, yeah. So it went from a director, an editor, a dancing choreographer, or, everyone's like, I kind of want to be president once. So like, it's always kind of been like, whatever.
That's all.
section.
That's
So
very
you gotta combine that into one job.
Or do
Honestly,
it every
though,
3 years,
if I
you get to
could-
reset your dream job.
Oh, there you go.
That would be great. If I could just morph everything into one, it would be fantastic.
Be an
You know
interesting job.
You know what else would be fantastic? So if you guys checked out 20SomethingsTV on Instagram and YouTube. So join us next week. Bye-bye.
20 something, all day, listening all day. Do you hear me? No way. And I call it 20 somethings in the hallway. I'm just trying to ball, pass it all to me all day. Cause it's 20 somethings, a show about nothing.